here at Gallaudet University's Kellogg Conference Center for the Office of the Tenant Advocate's first annual Tenant and Tenant Association Summit. Stay tuned for an exciting mix of interviews featuring elected officials, conference sessions, and tenant activists. We're here with Peter Schwartz, a tenant of the Kennedy Warren at the Office of the Tenant Advocate's first annual Tenant and Tenant Association Summit. Welcome, Peter.
Thanks for having me.
Why did you come out to the summit today?
Well, I mean, this summit is a real landmark in the history of tenants' rights in this city. For a long time, tenants have been on their own, trying to fight battles against powerful landlords. And a few years ago, when the Office of Tenant Advocate was created, there was, for the first time, a group of full-time professionals looking out for the interests of tenants citywide. And this summit is a chance for all of us to get together, share information, help to organize, and it's really a great opportunity, and it's wonderful to see something like this finally happen.
What are the issues that you're dealing with at the Kennedy Warren?
Well, in our situation, we've got our landlord wanting to convert what has always been a rent-controlled building with affordable rents into a luxury building. They actually want to gut the entirety of this historic building, raise rents by 300% or more, and just start marketing it to a completely different kind of person. You know, people who don't necessarily live in the city, maybe they just have this as a place where they stay when they're here. And what they tried to do was to strike a deal with tenants where current tenants would essentially sell out future tenants from rent control. It's a way of getting the building completely out from rent control. And they did this by both a combination of coercing tenants by threatening them with huge rent increase, and frankly by bribing tenants with payoffs if they would agree to sign this agreement and then move out of the building. And luckily, through a lot of hard work, this agreement was struck down as being patently coercive and illegal this past March. So that was a real victory for tenants citywide, because this type of agreement could spell the end of rent control one building at a time.
What kind of support have you gotten from the Office of the Tenant Advocate?
It's been amazing. I mean, both in terms of moral support, in terms of technical support, researching law and things of that nature, organizational support, getting us in touch with other tenants who are interested, facing some of the same issues. I mean, it's just been amazing. And we met with Johanna Shreve, the Chief Tenant Advocate, just after she started on the job as acting Chief Tenant Advocate. We later testified at her confirmation hearing. We're very glad to see her finally confirmed. But everyone, I think, was in those early days weren't quite sure what was going to come of this. It was a little bit slow getting going and whatnot. But what we've seen has gone beyond our wildest expectations of what we could have seen come out of the Office of Tenant Advocate.
As a tenant of the Kennedy Warren, what motivates you personally to want to come out to get more information and to bring that back to your fellow residents?
Well, it's a combination of things. I say about tenant activists that very few of them, if any, go looking for trouble. Trouble comes and finds them. And I think for most of us, it starts out with an assault on our own homes. People act like renters are second-class citizens, that they aren't full members of the community, that they don't really have a stake in their housing. But in a city like ours, in any major city, rental housing is part of what makes the city great. It's the ability of people to live places they might not otherwise be able to afford and create some diversity there. It's the ability of people to come in and move around and whatnot. And it's a really important issue. And me, as a renter, my apartment is my home, in the same way that anyone who owns their own house, their house is their home. And, so it started as that, an assault on my home and me going out to protect it. But I've been involved in this for 5 years now. It's been 5 really long years. But as I've gotten more involved, as I've seen what other tenants have gone through, it's really become a way of being involved in the community and feeling like I'm part of something bigger. Working with other people who have similar problems of my own, working with the city council, working with Johanna and the Office of Tenant Advocate, and starts out as personal, but it really does become something bigger than that.
And what has been the most important takeaway for you from today's summit?
I think for myself, I think for a lot of people coming here, it's a chance to get a lot of information. I probably spend close to 20 to 30 hours a week working on this stuff, on my days off and everything else. For me, it's more getting together with people, sharing information, and realizing that you're part of a community of tenants in the city that has the support of an organization like the Office of Tenant Advocate, that has support from the city council members who came out to speak to us, and it's there's a lot of joy and a lot of feeling of support that comes from that. So it's really been fantastic.
Thank you, Peter. You are a great advocate for the residents, and thank you for your leadership. I look forward to seeing a lot more from you. We hope you enjoyed the conference. For more information on the Office of the Tenant Advocate, visit the website www.ota.gov.